Good morning, everybody. It's Danny back from Deep South Homestead. We're over here at our pitiful sugarcane patch this year. We're all about permaculture, and we move things around on our homestead to try to figure out where it does the best. And the location that we chose this year was really not good for sugarcane. It's too dry, it's not enough sunlight, not enough water, and it's just a bad location. So what we're going to do, we didn't even make enough this year to be able to make our own syrup. So that's not good. So what we're going to be doing this year is we're going to be taking the stalks that we did have, and we're going to be trying a system that's done in foreign countries where they don't have a lot of space, but they grow a lot of sugar cane. And this method we're going to use over next to our high tunnels, because over there our sugar cane done fantastic. We had no way to really get in there to mow it. We had no way to take care of it. The wind was just whipping it all down into our high tunnels and stuff like that. It was just making a mess. So what we've done, we've come up with this new system we're going to show you over there in just a minute. But what we're going to do is, see, the hurricane that came in this year broke a lot of this stuff off, and it's starting to sprout back out from the stalks and stuff like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through here and we're just going to cut this stuff down, and what we can salvage, we're going to salvage to use over there. Some of it will just go to the pigs because it's just in too bad a shape to even replant. So once we feed this to the pigs, the bad part, we're actually going to come back and try something I've never really done before. I'm going to dig the root system up because we don't want it here anymore. I'm going to actually dig up the roots that's underground that has the life in them for the next year's sugarcane, and I'm going to take it and try to plant it also, just to make sure I have enough this year to get a really good crop. Now, we're not going to do it all today. We're going to do probably over the next couple of weeks. We're going to be doing it because it's pretty labor intensive up front. It's not labor intensive in the end, but it is up front. And at 60 something years old, I don't like being at the other end of a shovel a lot. So I'm going to show you what we're going to do this morning. If you live in a small area, suburban area, small homestead, small acreage, this might work for you also if you live in a zone where you can plant sugarcane. So we're fixing to start cutting it off, putting it in the bucket, taking what we're going to take to the pigs, and then taking the rest over to the high tunnel. All right, guys, this kind of little stuff like this is really not fit to plant. It's just too little. We're going to take that to the pigs. There'll be a few stalks, like this one had some really good eyes on it. And you cut sugar cane into small pieces anyway. What you want to do is you want to be careful when you take the fodder off of it, because the part that's going to be growing is these eyes here. These eyes are alternately offset all the way down the cane. And these have already sprouted. I just cut them off. So what we're going to do is, that'll make a real good stick to plant. Then we're going to come in here, and I like to try to find the top, cut it out. You see, it just didn't do good this year. These will plant, and these will come up pretty well.
Never seen something so pitiful.
It is bad. It's really bad. Everyone has failures, though. I mean, that's the reason you can't quit. You have to move forward.
Some of them further down got a little bit bigger, but nothing compared to what we're used to.
No. Total flop this year on sugarcane. First time ever for me. I've never had a flop with sugarcane, but this was just a bad decision. Okay, what we've done here is I've dug 3 holes. They're about 3.5 to 4 feet in diameter and about 6 inches deep. So what I'm going to do is basically I'm going to cut the sugar cane in small pieces, and I'm going to make this like a wagon wheel. I'm going to plant them all the way around the outside edge. Then I'm going to put one right in the center, and then I'm going to do like spokes going into it, cutting each one of them to fit. And then we're going to cover it all over with dirt. And this will eventually, over a 2 or 3 year period, will completely cover this thing up. And you'll have just like one giant floral of sugar cane. And we should get around 25 to 30 stalks out of each one of these eventually. Because Wanda and I really only need like 200 stalks of sugar cane to make enough syrup to last us for a long time. So that's our goal. We're going to take this all out in here where we used to have our garden and our sugar cane at before we built the pond. And we're going to actually put these spots out in here. We're leaving enough room in between them to run the 0 turn around in between all of them so we can keep it mowed all around them. And we're going to mound these up. And that way when the wind comes and stuff like that, we'll be able to put ties around them and put posts around them if we have to keep them from all blowing over in the future. That is our plan. So okay, that's basically how we're going to do it. Now we put the root system and all in there because we covered up. We've already got a good root system established. Now we're going to move on. We're going to continue to do the other holes. And if we have any left over when we come back, before we cover it up, we may double some of them around the outside edges just to ensure that we get a really good stand. All right, guys, it's fixing to start flooding down, raining. We got to hurry up and get this covered up. And thank you guys for watching from Deep South Homestead.
It was a storm that we weren't expecting. Not yet, anyway.
Not yet.